everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to make vegan lasagna soup. So now that it's fall and it's definitely a lot colder, what better way to make lasagna, have a nice warm bowl of lasagna soup. It's going to be cheesy and creamy and so good. So we're going to start off with brown rice pasta. So what you want to do is, if you're making a soup, it's obviously, you want it into little bite-sized pieces that fit on your spoon. So we're going to break it up into pieces first. Alright, so I have my bowl here. So we're going to break it up into pieces, just small enough that it would fit on a spoon. And also it'll be easier. Alright, so this is kind of the size that you want, but it's going to get a little bit soft. It'll be easy to pick up on a spoon. If it ends up that it breaks up into little pieces, like, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so I have my bowl already broken up into pieces, so just any different sizes. And what you want to do is cook them to al dente, so that way they're not fully cooked, because then they're going to go into the soup and then they're going to cook some more. But that way you have a chance to rinse it off first. So let's get started. Alright, so while the pasta is getting ready, you can get your canned tomatoes ready. You need 1 can of tomatoes. I actually also have some baby tomatoes that I'm going to add in also. Whatever you have. I know some people don't like the canned tomatoes, which I try not to get, so that's why I kind of try to mix it up. And then you can chop your onions. We're going to put some onions in a pot and fry them up. Then we'll add the tomato soup and the seasoning and the secret lentils that we're not telling anyone that we added. And then we're going to mix it up and blend it up, and then they'll disappear. You won't even know they're there. So we're just frying up some onions in a little olive oil or avocado oil, whatever oil you want. And then we'll add some garlic, chopped garlic. Alright, so now that the onions and garlic is cooked, you can go ahead and throw in your canned crushed tomato. And now we're going to throw in my baby tomatoes too. So you just want to cook those down a bit, just until they're soft enough that we're going to use the emulsion blender and just smooth it out right in the pot. So I do have some of these sun-dried tomatoes, so if you want to throw some in, I have about 6 of them here, so I'm just going to chop those up and toss them in too. It'll give it a little bit sweet flavor. So I know some people put sugar in their lasagna. I'm not going to. So these are a little bit sweet just from being dried. Anything dried kind of goes kind of sweet. And if you've been watching my shows, my videos, you know I always put these little vegetable bouillon cubes in a lot of my dishes. It just gives a lot of flavor, so I'm going to put 2 in here. Alright, so we have everything kind of cooking together. Got sun-dried tomatoes. It's going to give it a deep, rich color, plus those vegetable bouillon cubes. And then we got the whole tomatoes. We're going to smooth all that out in a bit. We're going to go ahead and add some water, probably about 1.5 cups. Alright, we're going to sneak in some protein here. I have a can of washed, drained lentils. And I just snuck that in because we were making this vegan, and my husband is not vegan. So until he watches the video, he won't know. And let that simmer for a few minutes. So now we're going to use the emulsion blender, and we're going to try to make those lentils disappear. So let's see. Alright, so look at how smooth it is now. Definitely smooth, and look at the color. It's not as red too, because the sun-dried tomatoes kind of changed it. So now we're going to dump in the pasta that you cooked al dente, which is right here. It's kind of been sitting there for a while, so just toss that in. Alright, so we'll just stir it around. I have it on medium right now, because we're still going to add in a little bit more ingredients. Alright, so now that we've stirred in our pasta, we're just going to add a little coconut cream. That's going to give it a really creamy texture. This one, you can add coconut milk, but it is going to be a little bit more liquidy. So this one is just a coconut cream that I bought from Farm Boy. It's probably going to be very thick. It's really not going to, oh yeah, there is some liquid at the bottom. It's not going to add a whole lot of coconut scent, it's just going to give it a good color. I think the dog's watching me. Oh yeah, so look at that, how creamy it is. So now I'm gonna add in some Italian seasoning, obviously. We're making lasagna soup. Have to add a lot. There's already salt in here, so I'm not adding any more salt. I'm adding a little rosemary, because she wants to be part of the party. And of course, basil. And pretty much, this one's done. So I think I'm gonna start making, I wanna make little tea biscuits to go with it. So, and we could put a little blob of, I have vegan cheese that we're going to put a blob on as we serve them in the bowl, just to kind of give it a little top. How good does this look? Beautiful color, so creamy. Cover it just for a few minutes, just so that it has the, that the pasta is cooked, because remember we didn't quite fully cook the pasta, so you just want to maybe keep it on low medium while you're doing, if you're going to do biscuits. So it turns out my oven is on the fritz, so it doesn't look like I'm going to make the biscuit. So that's okay, the hubby's going to go get some buns. So I just realized I think I want to add a little greens, because I always find some ways to sneak them in. It's such a good soup, but I'm just going to toss it a little bit, because it adds a little color too. And they'll wilt right down, so it won't take away from the flavor. Just be a little bit brighter color. So good, it tastes just like lasagna. And I haven't even put the cheese yet. So I have this Earth Island vegan or dairy-free Parmesan. So we're gonna put that into the soup. This is gonna kick it up a notch. So you can see what it looks like. I'm just gonna dump it all in. Topped with a little of these. Yum, yum. Oh, the soup is ready. I'm just going to top it with some cheese, and I have a few options here. This is the vegan mozzarella, shredded. Then I have these, which is actually sliced, so it's not the nicest presentation, but this is also mozzarella vegan. But then I have this, which is the vegan style cheddar with jalapenos and chilies. And I'm dying to try this. It's not even open yet. And I think it scared me for a second. I looked at it, I'm like, they're mold? No, that's the jalapeno. So I think I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit on mine, probably my son's too, because he likes spicy food. So let me just try it. Definitely good. This is a brand, it's called Cheese, but it's with an S, so Cheese maybe? Anyways, it's 100% dairy-free. Oh, this has so much flavor. I'm totally putting this in my soup. So I'm so excited to try this. I have plated it with dried jalapenos and also the jalapeno vegan cheese, and also a little bit of the vegan Parmesan. So I'm just gonna taste this now. It's still piping hot, so hopefully it won't burn my mouth. Tastes like a warm bowl of lasagna, really, or a warm plate. So creamy. So you can see it's not watery at all, very thick. Perfect for a fall day. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you later. Guys, you have no idea how amazing this is. I had to show you again. Look at how thick it is. Look at the lasagna. So good.